you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube channel. My name is K-Cup and I am so excited to be filming this. I've been MIA for a little while. I have honestly been in the process of moving, which is a crazy process. As you guys know, I just bought my first house, which I am so excited. A little bit later in this vlog, I'm gonna get into all the questions that you've been asking, which I feel like will be helpful. I know there's a lot of unknown about where I'm living, why I moved, if Noah's moving in with me, all those questions I have answered, which I am so excited about. But before I answered those questions, I thought I would give you guys a little bit of a relationship update. If you guys know, me and Noah went through a really hard patch about like 3.5-4 months ago, and it was honestly devastating. You know, we've been just navigating our relationship and kind of sharing everything with you guys online, and we decided to pause on all that and kind of take a step back. We took a break for a second, which we didn't break up, but we were just kind of taking time apart to grow ourselves. We realized that didn't work, so we came together and started growing our friendship and really made sure we were on a firm foundation. I know he's focusing a lot of stuff with his YouTube, his live stream, with his family, things like that, and I've been kind of moving in, and honestly I've been dealing with some family stuff behind the scenes, and I honestly just for like a week and a half couldn't even like film. I didn't want to get ready. I really was just like laying in bed all day. Like I didn't even know how to go on for a second. It was just really taking a toll on me, and I didn't think that the best approach was just going home, so I kind of just dealt with it at home. And of course Noah was really nice and spent some time with me too, but it's just been a rough couple of weeks. Also, my family came to visit, my dad's side of my family, my grandparents and my cousins, so I also was spending the week with them, and it was kind of a nice escape from all like the other things going on. But there's just been a lot of change that I just haven't had time to even just pick up my camera, and there's just been so much going on. As for me and Noah are doing really good. We of course are not really filming together or doing much of that. The only time you'll probably see us really is on our YouTube videos. We have been a little bit filming together there, but other than that, we're not really filming on TikTok, not really doing anything on Instagram. We're kind of just like going our separate ways from social media right now, and I'm not sure for how long. I do know that it is in the talks of returning, which is really good, but we really want to make sure our friendship is there before we put ourselves back on social media. It was a big source of tension in our relationship because we work 24/7 together, and we really needed to establish things separate so we could work smarter and better separately, because sometimes when we got together we would have little arguments and stuff like that, which is just like a typical relationship stuff, but we work together also. So we're also spending our off time together and working together, which can be a lot. So we're trying to focus on our off time together and really make that sentimental for each other and really focus on our friendship. So before we get into answering all the questions about my house, I wanted to show you guys what all my friends surprised me with. I had no idea at all they were planning this. I had literally no inclination at all, and it was so special. I am so grateful for all my friends for doing this. It was just like so surreal. I just didn't ever think that, like, I don't know, this would happen to me. I don't know, it was just really special, and my mom is always like the one to surprise me, so it was really cool to see my friends come together and do this for me. So thank you guys. I love you guys so much. It was one of my favorite nights actually in a very long time. We played board games, and I don't know, instead of me talking about it, let me show you guys. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet. I want to give a huge shout out to Native for sponsoring this video, and it's so crazy to be sponsored by them, so thanks again, Native. So the first one is the Classic Stick Deodorant, and I am obsessed. It provides up to 72 hours of odor protection. It has clean, simple, and effective ingredients like coconut oil and shea butter. It's not sticky and feels dry while applying. I actually do pair it with the spray on because I live in Florida, so you know it gets a little sweaty sometimes, and I am always outside or on the lake, so it definitely want to give myself some extra double protection. It applies light as air, a cooling light mist that dries on contact while leaving you smelling great and feeling fresh. It's easy to apply, provides instant odor protection, and it doubles as an overall fragrance spray. And it has no yellow stains left on clothing. I am obsessed with this smell. I get the coconut and vanilla. I have actually used a few of the smells, and this one is by far my favorite one. I also just get the same smell in the spray on so I can use them together, and they just smell so good together. Sometimes I'll mix and match, but these two are definitely my favorite two to do together. One of the reasons why I love them so much is because they are aluminum and paraben free. So I have been on an aluminum free kick for a while now. My other favorite product, I have this body wash by Native. It leaves your skin feeling soft and hydrated and froths up in a luxurious lather. It's residue free, leaving your skin feeling silky and smooth while always smelling amazing. It's vegan and cruelty free, made with plant-based cleansers, and it is the sea salt and cedar smell. Seriously guys, I'm obsessed. I love a good clean smell, and kind of almost more on the masculine side, if you know what I mean, because it just smells like Noah, and I've talked about this before, and I just like love like the more masculine smell sometimes. And this is also sulfate, paraben, and dye free, which is what I look for. I'm obsessed, especially this smell. But they have so many good smells, so even if you picked up another smell, like I know I love the sweet nectar in the spring and like into the summer, it's one of my favorites, but this is the one I always seem to go grab. One of my favorite smells has like sandalwood in it, and it is to die for. Like I love any type of smell with sandalwood. But I have a fun discount code for you guys to get your bestsellers pack today. You can get your deodorant, your body wash, and body spray for $24. That is literally 33% off. You will be smelling yourself all the time, like literally all the time. These are my favorite products. So if you guys want to smell like me, definitely go check it out. I am a homeowner. What, guys? Can you believe that? Like, I am just so mind blown right now. I am just so happy. I just am filled with so much joy. I just can't believe it. Kudere, we are in our house. Do you love your house? Do you love your house? Yes. I just cannot believe it. I am so mind blown, and I wanted to just come on here and answer some of the questions that I've been seeing on why I moved. Is there gonna be a house tour on where I moved, how close I am to Noah, why did I buy the house when me and Noah are going through some things, just all the questions that I've been seeing in my comments and stuff. But with that being said, I wanted to answer probably one of the most asked questions, which is why I moved. So if you guys don't know, I moved down to Florida 5 years ago, all the way from Massachusetts to Orlando. And ultimately, I moved to work for Disney, which I no longer work for the company. It was the most amazing experience. I literally moved down here in a week, planned it in a week with my best friends, and we moved to an apartment that was closer to Disney. Now I'm like 25 minutes away, which I still love this area, but we originally lived literally 5 minutes from Disney. I love that experience. I lived there for about 2 years. We had a 3-bedroom, and then we all kind of decided to go our separate ways. Me and my other roommate, Gabby, we moved to a 2-bedroom apartment, which was closer to Noah. That's when I started social media and wanted to be closer to Noah's house so I can commute easily back and forth to work, and Gabby wanted to move with me, which was so much fun. We had so much fun, and then she decided she wanted to move closer to Disney again, so she moved out, and I ultimately had a 2-bedroom by myself, which I loved. It was definitely time for me to move away from the roommate stage and kind of become my own independent person. I had my own dogs. I work from home a lot, so it was great to have an extra bedroom. And then I feel like I just outgrew the space. Along with that, I'm pretty sure my apartment had mold, so I was having a lot of health issues. I woke up, had no motivation to work. I would wake up every single morning with a sore throat, really tired, couldn't sleep. Like, there was just so many different things, and it was really affecting my whole mood, everything. Like, I just felt miserable in that apartment, and you guys know I always try to get out of my apartment because it was honestly just like depressing for me. Like, it did not feel like home. I wasn't proud of it, never had people over, really didn't care about it. It started to become like musty smelling. It just like was not my escape. And I mean, you want your apartment to feel like your escape, especially when I was going through this whole heartbreak thing. I was in my apartment for a lot of the time, and it was just so depressing. Like, I think it was like my final straw along with the mold. Like, I knew I needed to move regardless if I had moved into a new apartment or bought a house. I had been house hunting for the last like year and a half. I didn't really share that with you guys because I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up, but here we are in a house. So I definitely like manifested that or something, but I really felt like God was moving me into this next new season, which is so exciting, so thankful for it. God has been in this a lot, which has just been crazy, and just I'm so thankful. So that's kind of why I moved, which leads me to my next question. Did I move farther away from Noah? So if you guys didn't know, my apartment was literally 5 minutes down the road from Noah. So easy, literally the easiest commute. But the exciting news is I am now 2 minutes away from Noah. So I am actually closer to Noah, and it didn't really happen like that, but it was such a major plus that I'm actually closer, just for security reasons, if they need to like come over really fast. And honestly, I'm on his side of like the road now, which is just like closer to him. I'm like right next to the lake, so that's another perk, is he can pick me up on the boat, or I can just walk down to the lake. Even for my dogs, like I have a yard now, which was also why I moved, was I felt bad for my dogs because they were apartment dogs, and that stinks. I felt so bad for them. They couldn't just run around, and I would always bring them to Noah's yard to run around, but now it is so much easier and more safe for me letting my dogs out at night and not having to like walk them on the main road pretty much, which was where my apartment was. Another question I saw a lot was, why would I buy a house, especially in Florida, if me and Noah are going through this? First of all, I am my own person. I am my own independent person. I love Florida. Although I don't know if I would see myself living in Florida if something terribly went wrong, but we both felt like God was in this, that he just made it clear that I should be moving here. We prayed about it. I was hesitant for a long time, and I was just like, Noah, should we? Even the day before I closed, I called him and I was just getting a little anxious about it, and I was like, should we do this? It was so clear that I should. And we have talked about the future with what we would do with this house and different things that have gone into conversation. So this was definitely a long out drawn process, and the way we handled it makes me feel so much more secure with the fact that I bought this house. Also, it's a great investment, since I was pouring all my money into an apartment complex that not only was increasing their prices every single year, I was just giving my money to them. Like, if you think about it, your money goes into thin air. It just goes to the apartment, and now I actually have equity and can start building up credit. I'm new to this whole house thing, but it is a good way to invest my money smartly and right, and I am so excited about that because my car is also a lease, so I was just really pouring my money everywhere, and that's not smart. So if you want to take any advice, it is invest your money properly. But that is basically why I moved, where I moved. I am so excited and grateful for this journey. I cannot wait to make more content about it, to have house content, house renovations. I'm doing some renovations to it. Oh, and that was another question, was house tour. When will you guys get a house tour? There is furniture in here because it came furnished, so I'll probably show you the before and then the after of my house, because I have a lot of fun stuff up my sleeves, a lot of amazing people I can't wait for you guys to meet. This is just gonna be the most amazing journey, and it's probably one of the most exciting ones that I will be going on and embarking on in this next season of life. I cannot wait to look back on this in 20 years when I'm like building a house and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at the first house I bought. It's just such a milestone, and I am so grateful, and I'm just so excited. Like, I just can't stop smiling. This is just so fun. I've had so much fun. You guys have sent me stuff from my wish list. I'm just so insanely grateful. Like, that's just the one word that highlights this whole entire experience. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. Comment down below what you want to see in my upcoming house videos. I am so excited to share them, and yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.